AVC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to post a quick video here. This is going to be a recent finds video, just stuff that's come in since the last recent finds. As always, no specific, genres or anything, just kind of random things. Not a ton of stuff, but definitely some stuff I really wanted, some good quality stuff, which is always good. But yeah, let me just kind of jump into it and share with you some of the new pickups. I'll start off here with just one of my absolute legends when it comes to R&B, which is the one and only Bobby Womack, and this is My Prescription. Just one of my absolute all-time favorite R&B and soul singers. Started doing stuff way back in the 60s and was putting out albums way up into the 2000s. And just one of those singers that has just like that very graspy, passionate, soulful voice, and as soon as you hear his voice, you know that it's him. So many great albums that he put out. He did so many different styles of music because, again, he could do kind of the upbeat R&B thing, things that had a gospel feel to them, things that were kind of really, slow, groovy type of stuff. And he even wouldn't hesitate to do things like cover songs of like a Sweet Caroline or like on this, I Left My Heart in San Francisco. Like, he was just musical. He was all over the place. But that gritty, raspy, just passionate, soulful voice that he had was always kind of his trademark. So just another great album by him to get in my collection, and pretty much try to grab anything nice by him that I can find. Next year, a good recent reissue here, which is In the Heart of the Young by Winger. Their second album, definitely my favorite Winger album. The entire first side is just absolute golden to me. It's a killer side one. Whether you're talking about Can't Get Enough, Loosen Up, Miles Away, just like so many just great tracks on this album. And so it's nice they finally got a reissue around, because actually I know JC asked about this when he showed his copy in the video, because he was saying that the cover, and I'm sorry, getting so much glare there, we're not really going to see it there, but he was saying that the cover of the reissue just seemed a little kind of blah, and was wondering how it compared to the cover of the original pressing. And yeah, it's not showing up on the screen at all, but I can see it holding the actual copies here, that yeah, the original pressing is definitely, the colors are a little sharper, a little brighter, more crisp. The black on the reissue, the black background is definitely a little more dull. The blue inside where it says Winger is sharper and a little more vivid and vibrant on the original pressing. So yeah, there definitely was a drop off in quality of the cover art between the two. But again, it's just nice that they finally got around to reissuing this thing. And I've had this sealed copy in my collection since about maybe 4 or 5 months after I started collecting. I picked that up early in my collection for $1, and after the value kind of skyrocketed, I just really wasn't willing to open it up at the time, so I just played the CD when I wanted to hear it. So it is nice to have kind of a listening copy of that now, which is kind of cool. That's that collector part of us. Next here, another great one I was happy to get, which is the Ramones Rocket to Russia. Beautiful pressing of that. An absolute fantastic condition on that one there. The only thing that was disappointing about this is when I grabbed it, I thought it was an original pressing. And got it home and kind of looked it up and everything. It looks like it's an early 80s pressing, and this came out in 1977. So that was a little disappointing, because I've been trying to get all of the Ramones OG pressings, but I didn't have this on vinyl, period. So I'm just kind of happy to have a very nice, excellent copy in my collection, and it'll definitely hold me over so I can stumble across an OG at some point in time in the future. But great album. Of course, I think maybe the biggest hit off there would probably be like Sheena Is a Punk Rocker. Maybe that's the biggest hit off that album. But it's just, fantastic Ramones. Next, we have some more of that Danzig that we've been getting so much of over the past couple years. It's been really nice because between, some of the imports as well as the official releases and stuff like that, we've been getting a lot of Danzig over the past few years, which is great, like finally. And so, of course, this is 666 Satan's Child, Another fantastic one on kind of a reddish or maroonish, kind of blood reddish, if you will, kind of vinyl. So really cool stuff there. Great addition to the Danzig collection. Next here, another one that I'm glad they finally got around to reissuing, and actually kind of their entire catalog they've been working on, which is Slipknot. And this is volume 3, which is a fantastic album. And I did pull this out just kind of do the same thing because I have a copy of the 2008 US pressing, which was the collector's edition. I think they only pressed like 2,000 of these. And again, it's been a sealed copy, and one I just haven't opened. And sealed copies of these now are going for like $300, $350 or something like that. So again, at this point, I just probably wasn't very willing to open it. So it's always very cool that they had a nice reissue. And as far as cover art goes, these look extremely comparable. Like you would have a hard time telling the difference quality-wise, and of course sound-wise. I'm not sure because I haven't cracked this open, but this one sounds fantastic on kind of the purplish kind of vinyl. So really cool that they're getting around to redoing all the Slipknot stuff, and which also going with the 0.5, the Gray chapter here, which is again just kind of another great one. And this is probably the Slipknot album that I'm the least familiar with, but still, it's a great album, and all their stuff is great, quite frankly. So just glad that they're still, churning out that stuff, which is awesome. Next here, we're gonna go from Slipknot to the Pointer Sisters, and this is Energy. And quite frankly, I was so happy to finally find a good copy of this album because I've been wanting it for a few months now. Somebody, I can't remember who it was, played the song Fire, had it playing in their video, and it was just kind of one of those like, oh man, I kind of forgot how good that song was. And so I've been looking for a copy, and you can find them a lot of different places, oftentimes dollar bins and stuff, but just really beat up. But I was like, I wanted, obviously a near mint copy and blah, blah, blah. So I found one the other day for $2, which was awesome. So another great addition to kind of the ladies 80s R&B. I mean, I guess technically this album came out in 79, I believe, but yeah, it's going to my 80s R&B section. So another great one by the Pointer Sisters, as well as this one here, The Best of Wayne Newton. Like another one I was just so happy to find the other day. Like whatever that was, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when I went through the huge purge where I got rid of everything that was not in just fantastic, excellent condition. This Wayne album was one of the ones that I purged, and I've been wanting to get another copy of it, but haven't been searching like hard or anything, but I've been wanting one, and yeah, stumbled across just a beautiful near mint, still in shrink, the whole nine, and it was only $2, and I was like, yes, Wayne is back in the collection. Because when I get into like my my Vegas mode, where I'm snapping my fingers, like snapping it out to the side, and I'm dancing around and singing to the top of my lungs and doing my Vegas thing, there's 3 songs that will take me to that mode every single time. And it's Mac the Knife by Bobby Darwin, You'll Never Find Another Love Like Mine by Lou Rawls, and Donka Shane by Wayne Newton. Like those 3 songs just make me so freaking happy and makes me just want to just get up and do my thing, and so I love that to death. So another great find for only $2 there. And the last one here is Totally Mild, and this is their album Downtime. I was not very familiar with them. I had heard maybe 1 or 2 songs in the past, but again, stumbled across this for just a couple of dollars the other day, and there's kind of the back. Definitely an album cover that should have been a gatefold. And yeah, so just really kind of hard to describe. I guess they're kind of an Australian pop band, so it's kind of jazzy. It's kind of, I'm not gonna say new wavy, but definitely kind of poppy in the kind of a new wave kind of fashion, more modern that is. But yeah, like I said, I stumbled across it just a couple of bucks, and kind of a great pickup. And so I had heard like 2 songs off of it that I thought were okay, so now I'm really looking forward to kind of diving into the entire album. But really cool stuff there. So there you go, VC. Those are my pickups. Like I said, kind of some neat stuff that came in I was really happy with. And as always, let me know what you think, and we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, VC.